Why play Lissandra Mid? Well, she has amazing lockdown. She deals tons of AoE damage, she is one of the best mid laners at teamfighting, and she's incredibly good into melee mid laners. However, she does have lower range than most mages, and she is team reliant, needing them to follow her engage. Lissandra's passive is whenever a nearby enemy champion dies, Lissandra creates a frozen copy of it. This copy will slow nearby enemies and chase them, and after 4 seconds they explode to deal massive damage in an area. Lissandra's Q is a straight line skill shot which deals damage to and slows enemies hit. If this hits an enemy, it then shatters, increasing its width and maximum range. Lissandra's W deals damage in a circle around her and roots all enemies hit. Lissandra's E is a straight line skill shot which sends out a claw of ice which deals damage to enemies it passes through. Lissandra can reactivate this ability while it's traveling to blink to the current location of the claw. Lissandra's ultimate can be used in 2 different ways. If used on herself, it entombs her in ice, granting her stasis and heals her over the duration. And if used on an enemy champion, it is a point and click ability which knocks them down and stuns them. And regardless if it was used on herself or an enemy champion, it also creates a large circle around the target which deals massive magic damage to all enemies within and slows them. For combos, when engaging, start with E and then reactivate it into your W. From here, Q over as many targets as possible, then ult yourself to deal a ton of AoE damage. And when going for a kill, use E and then reactivate it into your W. Attack before following up with ultimate and your Q. For matchups, she is great into melee mid laners, easily slowing them and rooting them while they try to farm or engage on you. However, she can struggle into mages who outrange her. For runes, take this. Comet is pretty guaranteed with all the slows in your kit. For build order, start Ring and Pot into Malignants and tier 2 boots. After this, a Shadow Flame and Zhonya's are great pickups before finishing a build with any of these as needed. For skill order, start Q then W then E before maxing Q then W then E, taking ult whenever you can. For some of the spells, take Flash and Teleport. Starting the game, you want to play differently depending on your matchup. If you're against a melee mid laner, you can absolutely bully them. Every time they walk through their minion wave to try and farm, you can throw a Q at them. Their own minions will count against them as it shatters to a larger area. During this time, you can also attack them as they'll be constantly slowed from your Q. And if they do ever get on top of you, you can simply use W to guarantee root them and walk away attacking them. And you also keep yourself incredibly safe while doing this with your E, as if your opponent gets on top of you or if you get ganked, you can throw your E one direction and walk the other direction. If they chase your E, simply don't take it and walk away. And if they keep chasing you, simply take your E back to safety. However, if you're against a ranged mid laner, play differently. Let them push you in and let your jungler know when they want to gank, you can easily engage. So let your opponent overextend, jump on them with the claw, root them and kill them. Entering the mid game, your bot lane will come mid, which puts your gold and experience in a side lane. Push it out as far as you can safely and then group with your team for fights. Entering late game team fights, you often want to play as your teams engage. Going in with E, then using W to root them, Q for massive damage and ulting yourself is amazing. And after, if you have Zhonya's, you can stand there for 5 seconds in Vun. This allows your team very easy follow up while you spam out more damage. And that's how to play Lissandra Mid. If this video helped you, leave a like and comment below who you want to see next.